such thing yesterday. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything's good at home. Oh, bring down the music. Music's too loud. Easy peasy. Boop. And it looks like I'm too quiet, so that's an easy enough thing to fix. I just gotta adjust the gain. Let's see. Testing. Oh, there we go. That's bringing me way back up. Am I too loud now? Or am I good? You think I'm good? Alright, excellent. I think I'm chaotic neutral, but we can agree to disagree. Yeah, I went and was listening to Ye Old Creature Club. I haven't caught up for a long time, so I was like, all right, well, there's no Mikey stream today. Well, you know what? There's next best thing. Something just as good. Yeah, no, of course. I mean, don't apologize to me. I miss my streams all the time. I have become notorious for supposed to be streaming but not. Them creature guys. Them creature buddies. Super creatures. Let's just dislodge this arm here. Super creature friends activate. Ah, excellent. You decided to start working. God, I hate this software. But that's okay. It's all I really got. Great. You're just locking me in. All right. Well, you know what? I'm just force quitting you because I cannot stand you. There we go. Streaming can be hard, you know. You got other things you gotta do. You know, I am trading responsibilities right now with Gremling for cat food delivery. It's this company that does some real good cat food options that aren't just full of, you know, corn and potatoes, you know, those things that carnivores are so well known for eating. Zelda's got a little bit of a sensitive stomach, and she's a little princess, so she gets to eat the good stuff, where her brother is like, I don't like this meat thing. Give me my thing that's full of like green peas. And it's like, God darn it, Ganon. He's like, I like my veggies. You're not supposed to like your veggies, Ganon. You were not born to like veggies. I think Ganon would choose the path of vegetarian if he could. But you know, nothing wrong with being a vegetarian. Up until, you know, you are a genetically a carnivorous animal. Yes, he's a picky eater. Meanwhile, Zelda will eat anything that I put in front of her, unfortunately, because sometimes what I'll put in front of her may not always be good for her. Or she'll steal food. She will steal food. Alright, so we're just going through all this here. No. Slow down. Don't let there be bubbles. I don't want there to be air bubbles. So weird. I can see the layer height so well in this. What's new with you going on, Mikey? Anything new and exciting? Oh man, now I need to fix my exposure. The sun is so strong right now. I shouldn't talk with my mouth full. Get out of here! I cannot stand you. You darn thing. There we go. Creative Cloud Suite, you are just the bane of my existence. Alright, so we got this going on. Oh yeah, I should probably like do that thing where I tell people, hey, I'm streaming. Or I could not. And just keep painting. I probably should, though. I did notice that you moved. Yeah, I remember in the last stream I attended, you were saying that you had just finished moving in. The one where you and Dan were playing games. Alright, I'm going to lower that on my end, because I can hardly hear myself, and I'll just raise that just a little bit to balance that out. Yeah, do that thing. Be like, oh, hey-oh. Oh, hey. No, that's the promotional streams. There we go. Oh, hey-oh. It's stream time, everybody. I gotta, like, at everybody. No, that why would I add at myself? Oh, my goodness. There we go. Let's see. Do. Oh, so I know that outside of Creature Club duties, you've been putting a little bit of distance between you and D&D. Did you get a chance to look at Fizzband's Something Something Dragon book? The names on these books I cannot remember. They are completely beyond me. But it is a short book if you don't care about what a dragon's lair, like what Wizards of the Coast wants to describe a dragon's lair to be like. It's a pretty short book. If you do, I guess there's like good stuff in it, but like I don't know. To me, that's like part of the creative fun of like DMing. But it's got some neat things. I like that there is a ranger with a Drake companion, and there's like some rules to go along with that I definitely have not read yet. But I think the cowards, they saw the opportunity to make a like official warlock fiend, or not fiend, like dragon patron, and they're like, nah. And I was like, you cowards. That was like that would have been like the most obvious. And you know, to them, their official response would probably be something along the lines of like, well, we figure, you know, if we want you to be able to homebrew, blah blah blah. Okay, but like, sure enough, but like, what about the people who actually do like the Adventures League stuff, right? Like, they're not allowed to use their homebrew stuff. They've got to use what Wizards of the Coast gives them. And Wizards of the Coast deemed that, I don't know, what was it, like some kind of dragon monk was like a better idea. I don't know. Right? Dragon patron. That exactly. Or you could have like a druid that like for two of their wild shapes, kind of like a Circle of the Moon, they could turn into low CR dragons. Like, that would have also been, in my opinion, the obvious choice. But no, they were like, monk. They only put 2 classes in it, too. It's a very short book. Like, it's actually quite short. There's there's good stuff in it, but I'm equally disappointed in certain parts. It kind of feels like they phoned it in, and that they're doing it because like there's kind of this expectation that every edition will have a Book of Dragons. I'm getting the slight sense that the D&D team is getting a little fatigued of 5th edition. Which, you know, like, it's been out for quite a while now. I wouldn't be surprised if they're a little fatigued from it. But it definitely feels like they put more effort in the development time into like those Magic the Gathering books that they do for D&D, which like fair enough, because like Magic the Gathering is a huge cash cow for Wizards of the Coast. Like they're not making, like if you compare the income from Magic the Gathering and from Dungeons and Dragons, like D&D's not making them anything. When you compare them, obviously D&D's profitable, but oh shit, oh wait, not that word. Hello, Making Tangles. I did not say that. Come on, get out of there, get out of there. I'm breaking my own rules. All right, whoops. Was listening, but there's going to be new. Yeah. They're wanting to do like a new. I don't know why they would call it 0.5. To me, that just sounds like, making a new edition, or like just doing a soft like rules update. I don't know. It seems weird, but Wizards of the Coast does things their own way, which is fine. There's no problem with that. I don't really have any complaints about 5th edition. I think it's an amazing system. Although, it can be a little crunchy when you compare it to like some other really good RPGs. We were playing Aliens, the role-playing game. We finally got to play. Oh my gosh, the game is so streamlined. It's so good. Everything runs so smoothly. And like all the game mechanics really encourage like that kind of like role-playing bit. Because every character is expected to have like a buddy that they specifically, above all other party members, they will put effort in to protect. They'll have a rival within the party who they are intended to, basically cause havoc for. And then they have everyone has their own like personal agenda. Like, why are they doing this? Why are they all here? What's in it for them? And if they try to achieve their personal agenda, what ends up happening is they get story points, which they can use later on for automatic successes. It's really, really good. It's a great system. I mean, 5e, in my opinion, is the best system that they've had so far. Like, I know that like there are other editions that are very popular with people. Those editions are always there for them to play, but strictly from a game design perspective, for the purposes of like efficiency, like the game runs smoothly. You don't have to like stop and like have a discussion of the rules, or try to remember things. Like 5th edition is the best one for that so far. And the next one I would say is 2nd edition, which is funny because 2nd edition is not considered to be like necessarily player friendly. Yeah, 5th edition is very adaptable. You can take 5th edition and you can very easily like Make it your own game. And that's honestly important, right? Because your group is going to have things that your group wants to do that maybe other people wouldn't necessarily want to. And that's okay. Just going to water down this ink. Yeah, got to play Aliens. Oh my gosh, it's so good. How did you find Adventure League? Because I've heard about it. I don't know if there's any like areas in my or any shops in my area that do it. Like the movie Aliens? Yeah, Mikey, the movie Aliens. From Free League Publishing, they have a licensed RPG. It's amazing. It's so good. I'm gonna need a little bit more ink than that. Very cool. Yeah. No, it's man, it's hard to like go into like I don't know where to start. The skill checks are dice pools. So if you want to do like a heavy mechanics check or something like that to try and like forcefully open a door or like move crates or do something like that, you would take your strength skill and then your skill or your strength value and your skill value and you would add them together, and that's how many dice you roll. Hi Ganon. Yeah, hi Ganon. I went and did that too early. Which is really cool. Because after you have rolled all those dice, all you're looking for is sixes. All you're looking for is just the successes. How many successes did you get, if any? And lo behold, you can roll a lot of dice and never get a single six. One of the players rolled 11 dice, got no sixes, pushed the roll, rolled 12 dice, still got no sixes. So that was awesome. Because the failures in that game are really good. Because player characters can panic. And when they panic, sometimes bad things happen. Yeah, I don't know if that would be Adventure League, because Adventure League, you have to have like your ID number, because you're able to go into any Adventure League game, provide your ID number, and pull out your character sheet and play. And also, you guys have a dedicated manga library? That's like wild. That's really cool. Yeah, just sounds like it was just like public play. Which is really cool. Alright, so are those just Mega Flakes? I mean, I'm just going over armor, so it doesn't really matter. Cultural non-profit. It's named the concept of Manga Kisatan, and the only one in Europe. That's very cool. That's super cool. Man, if like high school me or like college me knew about that, I would have been so hyped. I mean, like I still enjoy manga, but I'm just so too busy to do anything. Got myself some resin, well, not resin printers, but I have a resin printer now. I'm just trying to get it to work for me, but my time that I can do that is a little limited. So I'm gonna be going either Friday or no, probably Friday. Go and work on it some more, see if I can get some test prints to succeed. Should be good, hopefully. Realizing again, I'm not very good at the not letting there be 7 seconds of silence thing. The idea being that if someone enters, I have realistically, about 7 seconds to capture their attention. And if I am not being engaging, chances are they're probably going to hop out. Because, everyone's busy. Don't really want to necessarily hang out unless, they know it's gonna work. Streaming is hard. You're right, Mikey. You're right. Alright, so we want to go with, like, up here. We have no space for anything like that, but started the process of buying a house. Oh, awesome. Congrats. We joined a lottery to see if you may buy a house that is still being... Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're referring to. Started an internship, which is wrecking me. Oh, hey, Lynn! There we go. You guys have the same font, so I thought that it was still making Tangles talking in there for a second. Oh, that's a terrible thing to hope for, Lynn. How's the internship? What are you doing? Is it with programming? They are building a new neighborhood, so we put your names down. Could probably afford it when you have a mortgage. Yep. Do you have an idea what phone you're looking for? Like what model? see if that works now. Yeah, programming. I have to say to your parents because they can't get because can't get there by public transport in time. Okay. That's unfortunate. Not ideal. Okay, so yeah, so that gives me an idea what I need that for. Alright, so given that his skin is entirely in shadows, I'm going to start off with this dark skin tone from Reaper, just to give him a base, and that's going to be all of the shadows that are going to be seeing. And actually, I should change my paint water. Give me 1 sec. Alright, so I am back. Let's just put this right here. Oh, heading to bed? Alright, you have a good night then, Lynn, and you have a good night as well making tangles. Oh yeah, I was using Noir Black as a mother color for all of this. So I'm going to add just the slightest pinch to this. Happy night day. Happy time zone. Alright. There we go, and just a little bit of a bloop. Doesn't have to be a lot, it just has to be enough to make a difference. This is going to be too small. That's going to be too small. I saw one flying. Watch the cat hairs. Yep. Yeah. No. It's a dusty desk. Let's see here. That's maybe a good one right there. Yeah. Cat hairs flying everywhere. Alright, so I'm gonna take this. I think that's not quite enough. No, don't you get like that with me. Go away. Go away. Go. This is a really strong paint, which I like. But it's actually making it difficult to get that tone in there. There we go. So this room is supposed to be like pitch, well, not pitch black, but it's supposed to be quite dark. So we're just gonna go in here. We're just gonna get everything a little bit, because it's gonna be the shadows that we find everywhere. We'll do 2 coats of this. Guys, you need to leave me alone. You were fine until I stood up. Oh wait, no, I did do that. Good. Okay. Where's she here? You're okay. You're fine. There's no need to cry. Guys, you need to not cry and be so loud. I fed you in the morning. I will feed you when I'm done streaming. You even have food being delivered to you. You guys are like the most privileged cats I know. No. Okay. So I've got that. And now I should get those eyes in. When I look at the eyes... Yo, Craft! What's up? Oh, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna like start off with like a gray here. I thought I'd just give you a heads up that I was working on ya boys. My god, it is way too warm in this room. How's your day so far? It's like what? 4:30? I gotta shake the paint. Are you streaming today, Craft? You should be. I get that feeling. I know what you mean. Like, if you ask me, am I scheduled to? The answer is yes. Will I? Different question. It's funny because I have these tones down right now for like shadows, but I've come to a realization that if I was to use these colors intentionally, this would be like a really good color for like an Indian skin tone, like the dark hues, like shades, like I know people with this skin tone. This is like on point. I'm gonna have to remember this. And then I could just like do very light highlighting, like I discovered something. I'm really happy about that. Because there's nothing that bugs me more than just like painting nothing but white people. Because like, if that's all someone paints, whoop, hit the camera. It's kind of a deliberate decision, whether it's out of like fear of like messing up or not. Like, it's still a choice. So that's why I use Photoshop and try to find out what colors work for everything. Alright, so I've got this. There we go. This is wild. These eyes look really white, but like, this is like a gray that I'm using. It's just because of all the colors that are nearby it. Okay. But these eyes look kind of nice now. Obviously, I got some in like the pupil there, so I'm gonna have to correct that, but yeah, right? Like, because like when we look at this, like, these look like very white, right? But if I up the exposure a little bit, I wonder if I can get it to show that it's actually gray. I mean, I have to up the exposure anyways because the cloud's coming in, but like, yeah, like I'm using like this ash gray color. Like, when I compare it to like actual white that's like on the palette, it's super gray. But you know, I do that because like if I use pure white, it's gonna look real tacky. Let's see here. So I should do eye color next. He's got like these really brown hazily eyes. But like in the shot, you know, I need to think about this, because like in the shot he's already in like a dark area. It's probably just going to look almost black. So what I'm going to do actually here, first I'm just going to cover this eyebrow here. Oh yeah, I should probably like use my lamp now. Because I've already got a really dark brown on my palette. What I can do is I can finish using that for the skin, and then just add more dark hues to it and make that the eye, the, what is it, cornea? I want to call it the cornea. It's not the sclera, because the sclera is just what I painted. Okay. If I see that there's a little black corner that I missed here in the eye. And it is such like a field trip getting to paint eyes this large. And Craft sitting there and be like, what do you mean eyes that large? They're tiny. Hey, Dan, I'm doing good. I'm working on this bust here for Craft. So, now Danadin's another streamer. Gotta make sure to give Danadin a shout out while I get screamed at by my cats. And, you know, Craft and Canvas is here, so gotta do a little shout out there. You know, while you're here, maybe take a look at her shop. Alright, so I've got that. Hey, no worries. Zelda, you're okay. I stood up to change my paint water, and they have just been screaming at me nonstop. Yeah, I haven't seen too many emails about stand-in streaming lately. Are you on a little bit of a break, bud? Moved recently. Ah, that would do it. All right. I'm thinking of doing a cheat. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a cheat. So first, what I'm gonna do here. So I'm gonna take my very worn down Noir Black. I'm gonna add a drop of it to what I've been using as the skin tone. Mix that in. I'm gonna add another drop of that. Maybe I should put in some anti-dry. I have to be very precise as I do this. Actually, I'm only using 2 colors, so I guess I have some room for error. Where's my anti-dry? No. There we go. I mean, like, I think everyone after, like, the pandemic kind of... It hasn't, by no means has it gone away, but slowed down, I think is the word. I think a lot of people started going out more, seeing their friends more often, you know, like did what they could to try and like return back to some of their normality, because like I think a lot of streamers have been streaming less often. Alright, so that looks almost right, but I want to do it just a little bit darker. You know, like which I think makes perfect sense. Oh, did I tell you guys that I had a head concussion? I mentioned it in my stream. I probably didn't tell you guys. Yeah, there was like a week that I wasn't streaming, because I hit my head. Yeah. I'm good. I got to learn a lot of things about concussions. I got to find out that a concussion is not necessarily always a serious concussion. I mean, like it's an injury to be taken seriously, but like it's not like always the world's worst injury. You know. I got to find out that, let's see, how does this look here? A lot more people have probably received a concussion and did not realize that they had one. Like, did you stand up and hit your head while trying to stand up real fast? You probably got a concussion. That was super fast, Craft. I don't think you ever left. But yeah, like it's they were saying, the doctor was telling me, he was like, yeah, no, basically anytime if you're like accelerating really fast and then you just like stop suddenly, you've probably given yourself a concussion. And I was like, oh, okay. This looks like it's still kinda too brown. Oh, he's on the phone. I see, I see. There we go. That's looking darker. I almost feel like that's like not quite the color I need. No, that's pretty close to the color I need, actually. That's like on point. Oh, yeah, let's see what you're working on, Dandon. Oh, nice! You were working on some Reaper Giants. Oh, I like that. I love Reaper. I'm actually, if you ever want to help the channel and just buy yourself minis without any extra things, I'm actually a Reaper partner. Which is kind of why you see me using a lot of Reaper paints. So, yeah. I mean, you know, do as you like. But if you ever want to give support by just buying yourself little goodies, that is a way you can help the channel. Yeah. Because the end of every quarter, I get sometimes a gift card from them for sending traffic their way. The Reaper's good guys. They're good folks. Yeah, I mean, support your local shops too, right? Absolutely. Zelda, you are just precious, and you're also okay. You're crying like I'm starving you. He looks very serious in this sculpt. I'm going to have to try and find ways to bring softness to those eyes. So I'm noticing every time I lay him down and I look at the camera, he's given a mean stare. He's not given the stare of like looking at his son face to face. Quote unquote son. They totally borrowed that from like Darth Vader. They totally did it. What's the plan with Valley's pumpkin you see him just hanging out over there, eh? I kinda wanna do him green. I liked Jeremy's painting that he did. Where it kind of ended up just looking like the Grinch as a pumpkin. His green pumpkin looks very nice, and I really like that, and I just kind of want to capture that essence. Yeah, it was kind of a drag. I kind of missed out painting it properly on Halloween itself. I don't know. I had other things I was working on, and I was like, this would be really cool. I got a lot of actually minis that would work like perfectly for Halloween that I ended up just like passing on because I was kind of already occupied with Stuff on a plate. Zelda! Zelda, you're okay. You're fine, baby. Yeah! Yeah! I'm gonna have to go and look through the server. Unless they, like, delete all the old stuff. I don't think they delete the stuff. I don't know. If I pester Valley and Jenny, I'm sure I can. I guarantee that I can see the old stuff. Especially if I like just like be like sound really sad, be like, please. Yeah, exactly. I don't think Jenny would not archive them. Oh my gosh, Zelda, you're so sad. You're so sad. You're okay, baby. I have a buddy of mine who's a huge Mandalorian fan and is also Indian, and I'm gonna have to send him this before I keep working on it, just as like a photo, because I know he'll be really hyped about it. Because as I was sharing earlier, that like I've basically found like a really good like paint mixture for giving Indian skin tones, which is really exciting for me. And also, this turned out way more gray hair than it should. That is not right. So hopefully, if I add some wash to it, that'll fix it right up. But this also tells me that I'm gonna probably use black in this just for the eyes before I do anything. Because again, I don't want this color. This is not the color that I was trying to do. And yeah, Zelda's precious. She's a little butthead right now. She's wearing her gray sweater today because I have her rotating sweaters. One of them is quite creepy with the dead eyes. Ooh, how do you get your cam mounted at that angle? Is it sitting in front of me? It is sitting in front of me. It is on a scissor arm, so I can make you have motion sickness if I do that. Yeah, it's like right below my chin. So we're gonna go in here. Guys, quit being jerks. No, go right there. There we go. Oh my gosh, Ganon. Oh, that immediately makes him look softer. Okay, good. He's got a little bit more compassion in his eyes now. Said videos tomorrow. Just take it now. You're not sleeping at 5 p.m. That's funny. Okay, so I gotta look at that reference real close. How big do I make these eyes? Come on, let's go in here. Alright, let's go. So we're gonna go back here. We're just gonna go. That goes all the way. No, it doesn't go all the way to the bottom. At least not normally. Oh my god. Did I ruin it? Nothing I can't fix. Don't want to go too far down to there. Oh, that gave his eyes such a soft look. Okay. Yes, this is good. Okay. I do need to redo the one on the left, though. I like giving you a look here. That immediately makes him look softer. Perfect. Gotta emphasize the sadness, the deep, unbelievable sadness in his eyes. Otherwise, I'm not doing it right. So what kind of cat did you get again, Kraft? Or are you going with Scottish Fold Munchkin? You put in a deposit for that breed. Are you saying you're not even guaranteed getting that? Waiting for pics. She has seal point, calico, black, and red and white. Oh, okay, okay. Crap, I screwed it up again. Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, like, with kittens, so take some reassurance in this. Kittens are not at all like how they are as adults. So, whatever qualities you get that you think that the kitten is going to be like as an adult cat is not a guarantee. So there's that. Okay. There we go. Like, a kitten might be cuddly, but it might not be cuddly as an adult cat. There we go. Alright, so we've got that, which is good. Now, obviously, again, skin too dark. I'm gonna have to take photos. Show this to my one buddy. Zelda, you're okay. Perfectly fine, Zelda. Alright, so now that I've got that, let's go into this. That's a very dramatic lighting. Should I change my mind? Oh, Zelda, you're just fine. Zelda, you're okay. Okay. So that would be like that. Oh, come on. Rasterize the layer. So what I'm doing right now you're okay. You gotta relax. You gotta relax. So for anyone who's curious, how do I do this madness, and how do I end up with this like dark looking baby Yoda who's got soulless eyes? You know, it's taken me a long time, but this is how I build up. So we're gonna go here. Just using that. I'm gonna have to thin this out. That's like way too rich. Zelda, you're fine. Stop being a jerk. So we're gonna go in here. We're just gonna do that. Gonna remove what I just put on his nose. When I get a puppy, I'm gonna ask around and be like, who has a free puppy for me but can't afford one at the moment? Ah, yeah. Oh yeah, House is gonna do that. Alright, what do I call that? What? No, that's not right. Zelda, you're absolutely okay. You gotta stop the waterworks, baby. Oh my gosh, what fleshy tones do I have that like won't make this an embarrassment for me? I got this. This is nice. Zelda. Do I have to like close the door and lock you out? Because I will if I have to, baby. Yeah? Do I have to do that? Do I have to lock you out? Yeah, leave me alone. No. Stop harassing me. No. No. You got the phone? Yep. Okay. Where is it? Okay, cool. Cats won't stop harassing me. The door is closed. Bye forever, kitties. Alright, so I guess since I was using like a darker version of this, I could try just building up using this, but I think what I'd rather do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to take a mixture of whatever, probably this. No, because it's not his skin tone. He's so pink. He's so pink. Oh my gosh. Why? Why you like this? Okay, I'm just gonna grab like all the fleshy tones that I have and pray that I don't mess this up. Okay. Absolutely not. This is like orange. Look at this. This is like orange. See how orange that is? Elves eat too much carrots, apparently. This is like super pink. I'm going to mix this into things because this is good for like his cheeks. And like the super washed out forehead lighting, probably gonna go with like something like this. There's a lot of skin tones that are like colors that are in a face. There's so much that's going on, and I really need to. I'm not going to use this because this one is again too kind of orangey. I could actually use this and combine it with this and get some things. Why do you think I'm not doing this? I mean, like, the thing is, I could just, like, be, like, one color, wash, dry brush, and I could call it done. But I would feel ashamed of myself. These kind of have too much of a gold hue to them. not actually present in his real face. So I'm going to put these off to the side for now. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix these two colors. And I know they'll hate it. I hope the creamy color is good. I hate the name of that resin craft. Thank you for sharing it to me, because I'm not going to say no to such a bargain. But quick creamy or fast and creamy, I don't know. That's the worst name you could ever name a product. Last year they made a typo on hundreds of bottles. They accidentally typed Greamy. Is that why they were on sale? They're trying to get rid of these mislabels. They said it's fixed now. And yet that's the only color that's on sale? Suspicious. Greamy. Greamy is still a better name than creamy. Like, if something's named creamy, keep it away from me. They said it's fixed now. But that guy was on bathroom cleaning duty. That's a pretty big typo, like, mistake to make. There we go. That's actually a... Look at that. So got that by mixing those two colors. That's going to be good. I'm going to thin it out. Yeah, like, give me, like, gray or black or whatever. Like, really, to me, the color doesn't matter too much because I'm going to prime over it. But creamy is just a disturbing name. All right, you have yourself a good meeting, Danadin. I hope your day goes well. Ha ha ha. Yeah, the smoky looked neat. The smoky looked real neat. Well, you let me know how that goes for you, Craft. Because if it works, I might also try. Or worst case scenario, I'll use my friend's mailing address. Yeah, that's a good point. It'll be interesting, to say the least. Again, I just want to say I really appreciate that you shared that with me. Given that, like, I'm just starting in and that you know that I'm wanting to open up a shop. So That's gonna be like, especially like during the period where I'm trying to learn how to do it. That's gonna be huge help for me. Oh, really? It's that minimal, eh? That's good. I need to, because ours is in a garage. I need to come up with some kind of like a little teeny tiny container, so that I can try to. I saw that apparently they make like a heater because like resin prints best at like 30 degrees or something like that. So I wanted to like make a little cage, so to speak. Like just box it up so just to control the temperature better. Oh, okay. The fast doesn't need to be that much, eh? Yeah, what's going on there? I feel like I've got pigments that are showing up a bit too much. But I had wondered about that. Like, there's got to be like a temperature that's like ideal. So that helps. And I saw that they make a little heater or something like that. Did I already mention that? Maybe I already mentioned that. It's nice that they have a shipping specifically for Canada too. Because like I can't order off of, I think it's like AnyCubic's website or something like that, because they don't have a Canadian distribution, and like that stuff's not going over across borders, not for consumer orders at least. My shipping was like super minimal. Maybe it was like $5 at most. Oh yeah, yeah. If you were to ship to me, yeah, it would be absurdly expensive. Plus, I don't think liquid resin would be able to cross the border. Oh, is it? Oh, awesome. Oh man, you trying to get me back into Facebook? I haven't used Facebook in so long because I'm so tired of like all. We had that conversation. I'm just so tired of like all the stuff that like people post and the ads. A large flat rate to Canada, $72. I hate people. Yeah. Is that from their website if you tried ordering the American product? Because I definitely didn't pay that. I only ended up having to pay like I think $50 US in total. Like that was my whole order. But again, like I'm pretty sure they have a distribution center that they're using that's located in Canada to be able to accomplish that. just friended me, and I was like, "Who is this?" And he's like, "You've never met him. He's a creep, but you should friend him." What? Ugh. Nope. Whenever like things like that happen, and like I get friended from people who I don't know, I thoroughly stalk them on the internet to try and figure out like who the heck are you? Why are you friending me? And then usually I just end up opting with like deleting the friend request and being like, time to die. I don't got time for that. You kidding me? Ugh. All right. So for that half, Facebook is so weird. My brother's ex friended me, and I said yes because she has my niece, and he was like unfriendly to her. What? I don't know, man. I try to stay off Facebook. I do everything in my power to not be on Facebook. I used to stream on Facebook, and I said no, it's not worth it anymore. Like I just let the Mellow Minis Facebook die. I was like, no, you know what? Not worth the effort. I might do that. Craft. The only thing on that's related to Facebook that I use is like Instagram and Messenger. I won't even use the thing itself. That's too much on my brush. There we go. Gotta wipe that off. Got to wipe it off. And thanks again for just being so like willing to like help me figure stuff out while I like try to get started with resin printing. Like seriously, you've been so nice, Craft. Oh, nice. The kitty food is here. And by kitty food, I mean specifically, exclusively Zelda's food, because Ganon is so picky. Oh man, like I was so sad when like my print failed. I was like, oh, and like I was like anxious too to a certain extent. You know, because like obviously there's going to be a learning curve. The idea of expecting my first print to succeed is a silly one. So like that wasn't anywhere in my head when I did it, but like it was still like just like kind of heartbreaking when it failed. For me, I think I didn't tighten the bed screws enough for the bed plate. I'm very confident that that's where I screwed up. I did flatten the bed, but I think that when I was actually screwing it, it was too loose, because when it came out, I was able to move it with a little bit of force, and I kind of like I underestimated what the kind of tug-of-war was happening. And when you add PTFE to your FEP sheet, how long do you wait? Like, do you just use it right away? Do you wait a day after adding it? Yeah, I can't see it. You add, wipe, and pour. Okay. Okay, so you go like right away. Okay, cool. Okay, so that probably wasn't the issue then. Yeah. Yeah, well, because like I've got it here, right? Like it is the wildest thing. Like this is what it ended up looking like. This part broke off, but like you can see that like it was printing fine in some areas, and it was just peeling off of the bed plate. Like it warped. It was so weird. It was such a weird like failure. But like because it's warped the way that it is, I know it was a bed plate issue, right? Because it's not flat. If it was just like pulled right off, like it was a gradual failure. Like it stayed on and it kept trying to print, and like I can see like all like the scan lines. It's cool looking. It's cool to look at. Yeah, no worries. Oh yeah. So if I look at that, so we can still see there's a lot of pinkness. So having done that, let's go with a little bit more tan flesh on it. Yep, got a weird thing there. So for the redness, you know, it's important that the nose is going to be pretty red. The lips are going to be like reddest of all. We're just going to not have it jump straight to being too much of that. Need to get this in. Let's get rid of all this patchiness. Oh, and I've totally forgotten about the neck. I'm just a noob over here. Noob minis. Alright. I wonder if that's like a channel. Noob minis. Okay, that's like too much there. So we're gonna go there. And let's deal with these ears that I've totally forgotten exist. Because usually I just do things with people who have helmets on and I don't have to paint ears. Or their hair's in the way. You know, good on the sculptor for sculpting ears. Sculpting ears is a awful experience. He told me to be patient with the kittens. But I want it now. I feel you, Craft. If I knew that I had a new best friend that I just had to go and pick up, I'd be pretty impatient too. Like, no, I'm crazy. I just want the little friend right now. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so he's starting to actually look now like the character he's supposed to be. It's kind of nice. Which, you know, was more than I hoped for. As people know, my self-confidence is like below sea level. It's funny, one of the things I kind of realized is that if my like online shop selling minis like does really well, I kind of realized, oh my god, am I even gonna have time to paint minis anymore? I was like, ah, heck, I don't want to success that well or succeed like so much that happens. Because the thing is, like, as much as like I might be able to do like something cool, the benefits at my workplace are so good that I would never be able to quit. Like, it's one of those situations, you know. It's like, oh man, I get like extended health, I've got life insurance, I've got like, you know, all these other cool benefits. Oh man, shoot. Even if I make lots of money, I'm still gonna have to stay here. Ugh. Usually the goal is to like not have to do that anymore. Mango Smasher, how you doing? How's life? I hope things are going well. Long time no see. Did you just finish up a stream? Doing well. Oh, you're getting engaged? Oh, congratulations. I'm happy for you. Oh, happy for the both of you. That's really nice. That's good news. I like good news. Alright, so I've got that. So now I think I can probably start adding in. Finished a while ago. Going back to normal time next week. Thanks. Yeah, I planned it all out. That's good. Alright, so let's start doing some of the rosy pinkness stuff. Gonna get a gradual transition to that. There we go. So all the rosy bits.